and welcome to day 4 of my 5-day How to Manage Your Mindset and Grow Even in Challenging Times. So today is day 4, and before I do a short recap, I'd like to start with a quote from Robert Pirsig, who wrote Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, a book I read many years ago when I was traveling, and I love it. And he says this: the place to improve the world is first in one's own heart and head and hands, and then work outward from there. And that really encapsulates the essence of change. We actually have 3 intelligences or brains. We have one in our head, which we tend to use the most. We have an intelligence, our heart, and our gut. Hence, the head, the heart, and the hands. Now, the hands mean doing and taking action, and the gut brain is where we need courage to take the action. So what we did on day 1, we first of all cleared some space in your head of all the clutter, the worries, the things that you didn't have, and then I asked you to question them, just to change the energy of stuckness to possibility and solutions. Then we created a future vision for yourself. So that comes from the heart, because it's what do you really want? And I suggested that you connected to the feeling that you will get when you've achieved it. Again, that is engaging your heart intelligence. And I suggested you take one small action step. So you're now engaging your gut brain. The next thing that I suggested that you do is reverse the statement of your goal. So instead of saying, when I've achieved my goal of X, I will feel empowered, it's when I feel empowered right now, I will easily be able to achieve my goal. And then yesterday on day 3, I talked about choosing a positive posture. So what I mean by that is when you stand out as your future self and you look back and you notice everything you have to do, what is the mindset or the attitude that you need to adopt? So it could be something like adaptability, consistency, discipline, courage, kindness, or gratitude. So pick one that works for you, and hopefully you did that yesterday, and then you feel this power that you have. So you're acting from this place and you're being someone who is courageous. So today it's all about committing. See, day 1, 2, and 3 are quite easy, and you've taken a bit of action, but now the key is to keep it going. So we can only keep it going if we commit to our path. And that means we need to engage our head, heart, and gut. We have to remember our why. We have to be clear on what we want. We have to create small action steps and goals so our brain has a pathway. And we need to find the courage to push through our old patterns to take the actions. So what I'd like you to do today is write out a simple plan in bullet points of the steps that are required for you to achieve a goal. So let's imagine that you might be at home. We're currently in lockdown, so many people are at home. You usually go to a gym, but you're not really motivated to exercise a lot. So you want to create a better habit of exercising while you're at home. So what your first thing you might write down is commit 3 days a week to 10 minutes of walking. We need to start small. Second week might be commit to 4 days of walking for 15 minutes. And week 3, you might up the intensity and the duration again. Maybe by week 4, you'll add in 5 minutes of stretching at the end of the day. So you now have a plan to look at so that you know and your brain can clearly see the steps that are necessary. The next step is to commit to scheduling these actions into a diary. So you've already planned them. What gets planned is more likely to get done. And we all know that failing to plan is planning to fail. And as humans, we tend to get in our own way. 92% of New Year's resolutions fail. Similar statistic for goals. So we have to have as much help that we can to achieve our goals. So by scheduling it in, it helps us keep ourselves accountable. Now, it's easy to exercise and it's easy not to. And here's the thing. When we want to achieve something, it's like there's a line in the middle. Nothing happens. So if you don't exercise today, not much changes. And if you do exercise today, not much changes. But over time, your results diverge. So every small choice you make ultimately will lead you nearer to your success, or it will keep you further away. And that's the key. It's to commit even on the days you don't feel like doing it. So I'd like you to raise your level of commitment to yourself. Now, obviously, it's much easier with someone to help you. I'm a former athlete and I always had a coach on my side. I have a coach in my life because I get in my own way too. So see at the moment how you can hold yourself accountable. Maybe you have someone else, a family member that can help as well. But make sure you write a plan and you schedule it into your diary over the next few weeks so that you know what you need to do. And tomorrow I will be back with day 5, which will be the final piece of this short training. So my name is Mandy from Mindset for Success. Please like, subscribe to my channel and share this video with anybody else you know that could need a little bit of help with managing their mindset and moving out of stuck or stagnation so that they can grow and evolve and achieve. Thank you, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.